people will feel what you feel. It'll be written on your face. It'll be in the words that you say. It'll be in the clothes that you wear. It'll be in the way that you walk. If you hate yourself, people will feel that, and they in turn will be invited to help you hate yourself. They will give you more reasons. They will align up with everything that you want and then try and help you in that sense. It's like that ever-moving target. How to be lovable. How to be lovable. You will find that the most lovable people are the ones who aren't necessarily worried if they're lovable or not. You'll find that the lovable people, the most lovable people, don't really care. There are those people who try really hard to be lovable. Those are the people that put themselves out there, that learn every trick, every tactic, every mean, every measure. And I was one of those people who will learn everything and do everything within their power, learn every trick in order to connect and interact with other human beings, when they themselves know, and you will know, that deep down inside them they had it all along. There's a phrase that's thrown around a lot, especially on the internet. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. But what does that mean? What does that mean to say that you are enough? What does that mean to feel that you are enough? I believe that while the phrase you are enough is quite powerful, if you can feel it, that's great. If you know it, that's even better. It by itself doesn't necessarily breed the results that we want. For example, you are enough for love, but if you were to sit in bed and not do anything about it and be depressed all day, will that get you love? Well, maybe if you swipe on Tinder. You know, you are enough to lose weight, but if you keep eating burgers every day, is that going to happen? Maybe if you eat one burger a day and nothing else. So the phrase "you are enough" is powerful. But today we want to talk about how to be lovable. Because as we said, the most lovable people aren't necessarily the ones trying. And if you've ever been in a situation where you feel like you want more attention, more love, more human interaction, instead what I want to invite you to is a mindset. And the mindset is just an open-hearted mindset. Now, what I love about mindsets, more than actions, is a mindset tends to be something that's a bit more groundbreaking and a little bit more solid, because our thoughts govern our actions. You know, if you believe that you aren't enough and you believe that you have to try in order to get someone to like you, then your actions will be around trying. And the other person will feel that you are trying. Now, the interesting thing is if you reject the fact that you are trying, then other people will reject that too. You know, it's like people feel your cringe. If you want to write something down from this video, people feel your cringe. If you are trying yet you hate trying, other people will feel you trying and hating the trying. But a mindset itself, I find, only truly acts as a half measure. Because if we change the way we think, then that's great. But what I really want for most people and for myself, and to really change the world in this sense, is to focus on the mindsets that really help drop the weight. So when I mean drop the weights, I mean help reduce the pressure that we're going through. But instead, I want us to shed our layers. Shed our layers. Shed our layers. I want us to shed our layers because we have beliefs and feelings and ideas and ways of going around the world that we learnt from other people who were hurt, or who hurt us. We inherited from our parents. We inherited from the media. We inherited from every person that we interacted with. We have layers that help us interact with the world. Just like I, for example, used to refer to myself online as Harvey Hook. I had the mindset that I was too ethnic. And so I listened to people that told me, you're too ethnic. So I then decided to whitewash myself. Maybe I am too ethnic. Frankly now, I don't necessarily care. People will feel what you feel. It'll be written on your face. It'll be in the words that you say. It'll be in the clothes that you wear. It'll be in the way that you walk. If you hate yourself, people will feel that. And they in turn will be invited to help you hate yourself. They will give you more reasons. They will align up with everything that you want and then try and help you in that sense. It's like that ever-moving target. If you've ever lived your life trying to impress people, you know that sometimes you can and you can get awfully good at it too, but it's always a moving target. Unless you love that moving target, every arrow you throw to try and hit it will be frustrating. Unless you love that frustration, every attempt will bring more self-harm through that self-hatred. And the only reason why we hated ourselves was maybe to connect with other people who hated ourselves, because when we were younger, that was something that we felt we had to do. How to be lovable. Be okay if you're not. Love everything around being lovable. Can you love? And it's funny because when I say this to people, they always get so frustrated. So frustrated. No, I can't love this stuff. But can you love the fact that sometimes you're going to be unlovable? Can you accept it? The reason why I say love versus acceptance is because when we love something, we get so much pleasure out of it. It allows us to function fully as a human. When we accept something, we accept it as it is. When we love something, I would say we accept it wholly. It's a bit more extreme. So can you love the fact that sometimes you're going to be unlovable? Some would say no. Can you love the fact that sometimes it's going to hurt, that love's going to hurt? Can you love the fact that sometimes you're going to be vulnerable and sometimes you're going to feel like you're not that vulnerable? Can you love pain? Can you love not being enough? Because sometimes we're not enough. Sometimes we're not. Build me a rocket right now. I can't. I'm not enough right now to build a rocket. I'm enough in the core of who I am to learn how to do so, to find the equipment, to meet the right people, to do what I need to do to get there. But as far as the skill set is concerned, I do not have the skill set right now, but I have the skill set to find it. And that's with everyone in here listening to this goddamn video. You are enough to figure it out. But we want to know that within ourselves. We want to feel that within ourselves. And the best way to feel that is to shed the layers stopping us from feeling that. We don't need to try overly over the top. We don't need to force ourselves to feel enough. Because forcing ourselves is just another layer that is stopping us from being who we are. And it's funny because this happens multiple times. I'll be on a coaching call with someone and they'll say something like, I did everything right. I tried to show them that I wasn't too needy. And then they bottle it up. They don't let themselves be needy. They don't love being needy. So it bottles up. They add a layer. I am needy. I reject this aspect of who I am. I reject this neediness of who I am in this moment, which is another layer in itself. But they reject the neediness. So they add a layer, trying to be less needy. Then they try to be less needy, and then they add a layer. Well, I have to say something. And then that always manifests in weird and wonderful behaviors. If you've ever been the kind of person who sends a drunk text message at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's a giant essay, you know this personally. Because that is not us. That is something inside us trying to breach forth from those goddamn layers. So what do? We shed the layers. We love every aspect of who we goddamn are. We love the fact that we are needy sometimes. We love the very thing that holds us back. The very thing that we feel is not letting us be us. We love our fears, we love our desires, we love our pain, we love our agony. We love our raw desire. We love feeling rejected. We love feeling hurt. We love trying. And we love not trying. We love everything. Because when you love everything, the whole wheel turns, the whole pipe flows, the whole energy moves forward from you to them. We said at the start of this video, those who are lovable are those who do not try. But in this way, we say, those who are lovable are those who are okay being unloved. It does not bother them. Because if you are only conditionally lovable when someone else is giving you attention, you do not gain that momentum. It is requiring an outside perspective to validate you when you should be validating you. And when we say you should be validating you, those who are free to validate and free to not validate. Free to validate when they need validation, free to not validate when they need rest, free to move forward when they need to move forward, and free to hold back when they need to hold back. Your thoughts and feelings are written on your face. They are in the words that you say. They are in how you stand, how you walk, how you talk, the clothes that you wear, the passion that you speak with, or the lack of passion that you live by. It is amazingly translated. It is transmuted from who you are. So then in the end, there are those who try and cover it up with a layer, cover it up with a layer, cover it up with a layer, and say, but I did everything right. I did everything right. I tried to get them to connect with me. I tried to play hard to get. I tried to not be too needy. But you did not accept who you were. So they could not accept you in that space. But in other spaces, maybe you do accept everything about who you are. Maybe you do love everything about who you are. So therefore, other people can love you in those spaces. You may love your work, so you are amazing at work, but hate job applications, so you just suck balls at it. But then, can you love that? Can you love everything that you hate? Can you love, you know what they say, love thy enemy? Can you though? And most people will say, no, I can't, don't make me, I don't want to. Because that is the layer shedding. You cannot hear an idea like this without it automatically taking effect. That's the power of these videos. That's the power of my work. That's the power of the stuff of this connection. Is that you cannot hear an idea without it already taking effect. And that disgruntledness, that oh, I don't want to love it, that you may feel, if you feel it, is a layer being shed, just like the lightness that you will feel afterwards. But you have to surrender to it. You have to be willing to go through the pain in order to fully heal. Not make-believe, lay it up, heal, but fully heal. So the real you can shine forth. The real you that knows that you are automatically, emphatically, just exponentially lovable. And that other people then come on board to love you because you're showing them how. Show them how to love you, and they will love you. Show yourself that you love you, and you'll show other people. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to transform your relationships, my online courses that I produce are breakthroughs. So I have my first online course now that I'm calling myself Sharam, not Harvey. and it's called 7 Days to Better Connections. You can get that link in the description. In this video, in the 7 days, it's an audio, I'm in your ear. What we do is we talk about the key concepts, the key things to love, and some mindsets that help relieve the pressure to help you connect with people, your partner, your lovers, your everyone in 7 days. We will be shedding so many layers, and it's one of these things that you don't have to worry about doing too much, although I do ask you to do some. You'll see the results. The other thing is, in the description, there's also a free audiobook if you haven't already claimed it. It's my 3 ways to destroy anxiety, because I find anxiety, even if it's a deep underlying layer, tends to be something that affects us. And sometimes we don't know it until we have someone like Sharam pointing it out. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like us if you did, then I like you. And also subscribe for more videos, because I do these weekly. And also my podcast is going to be starting up again soon. I don't know when, I don't know how. I have to migrate it over to the new site. So thank you so much. And please check out the new site. Link is in the description. Let me know what you think. I love it. I made it myself, and you're great too. So, all right, talk to you soon.
It's either sink or swim. Can't hold back your light and expect to win. Gotta go hard.